Hey, Sprouts. So, I really, as you could tell, I have no structure to these videos at all. And it's not the weekend, so no hashtag weekend. It's Monday. The weekend just ended. So, I was thinking maybe, oh my gosh, maybe we could do just a video about singing since it's such a big part of my life. And you're gonna hear a lot of walking and stomps and stuff because my dad is. Thank you. Thank you, people, for making me seem popular when I'm not. People stop me upstairs because my dad is getting ready for work, and I'm trying to finish this video before I go off to work, and just want to wrap this up. So, I have a song that I might sing right now because singing is the thing to do and stuff. But my dad might come down, so then it'll be awkward. And I really hate awkward situations, especially with my dad because he doesn't know how to deal with awkward situations. And it's not fun, and I have to go in a little bit. So maybe I'll just talk about singing, like why I sing. I've been singing since I was 2 years old. I've been singing and dancing and acting since I was like around 2 to 4. My parents put me in ballet and jazz, or no, ballet and tap when I was 4 or 5 years old, and then when I turned 6, I went into gymnastics and I did karate, but I stopped karate and I did jump gymnastics. And I don't know, I just always love singing. Everybody in my family sings, and um, we've just always been musical people. So uh, most of my friends sing. Most of my friends, that's how I met them, through singing. Um, I was always the kid in school. In high school, I just graduated. Like I'm gonna keep saying through all of these videos. um, Most of the people I know in school that I was kind of friends with or close to, they sung or they were musically inclined or whatever. I was like more of the theater side than the musical side. Funny thing is that when I became a senior, I didn't do chorus, I didn't do drama, I didn't do theater, I didn't do anything, like nothing. I was like, no, this is my senior year. I'm taking college classes and I'm just gonna focus on school and I'm not gonna do any singing besides like Spivey. That's it. Like, boom. I'm just gonna focus, like nothing else. But kind of got dragged back into it and I did drama for the first semester. I was stage manager for the winter show until I kind of got kicked out. But then uh, I got kicked out for a very good reason, and I'm not mad at her, and she's not mad at me. So, um, but I didn't do chorus at all, and we have like 3 different choruses. We have a women's ensemble. We have um high school chorus, and we have voca, what we call it, voca. It's like the audition only. You only get in if you're like pretty good at sight reading and stuff like that. But you just have to come in and just be like, hey, I want to sing and audition, and where's your vocal range and all of that. And so I didn't do any of that. But my drama teacher asked me to do literary for the spring since it was my last year. She was like, I need you to do U.S. Extemporaneous speech. And I was like, U.S. extemp? What in the world is U.S. extemporaneous speech? Like, what? So she asked me to do this, and I'm just like, okay, U.S. extemporaneous speech. That sounds fun. First of all, U.S. Okay, I can live with that part. Extemporaneous, I don't even know how to spell extemporaneous. and you want me to do it. So I did U.S. extemporaneous speech, and I did girl solo since I was already going. My choir director was like, "Hey, since you're already going, might as well just be a part." And I was like, "Okay, cool, whatever." So I did girl solo and I did U.S. extemporaneous speech. We go to the awards show, and I get second place in both U.S. and in girl solo. And if you get second place at regionals, then you go to state. If you get first or second, you go to state. So then I'm going to state. It was at Mercer University, and it was like a whole day thing. Me, my dad, and my choir director went together because I was the only one from my school to go. Which the other people, they were like, "You go, girl, have fun. You know, you do this, yeah." And so I went to do it, and um, I did my solo. Oh wait, going back to regionals. When I did U.S. extemporaneous speech, I was not prepared. Like we didn't do anything, we didn't study anything. Like I didn't know what I was supposed to do. So I just all I did was bring in one sheet of paper and a pen, and I was like, "All right, here we go." It was so all these other girls they brought in like notebooks, like stacks on stacks on stacks of like research papers and all of this stuff. And I was just like, I got my notebook and my pen. I'm ready to go. And hey, I got second. So, hey, it worked. And so the second time I did the same thing, except I brought more research this time, and I did more research beforehand. And I gave my speech and everything, and I went to go sit down for rewards. If you want to learn, well, I did my speech on terrorist attacks and everything. So, which I really wanted Social Security, but I didn't get it. So I sat down, ready to go through the award show, and I was like, maybe I'll get something for girls solo, but I know I'm not gonna get anything for U.S. extemporaneous because for each category, instead of being like two or three people, it was like six or seven people. So I was like, maybe I'll get something for girls solo, but probably for U.S. extemporaneous, I'm not getting anything. So I was cool with that. So I'm sitting there, and they do girl solo first. I get third in girl solo, which I was like, yeah, girl solo. And I was talking to the other girls on stage. I was like, y'all did so good. And they were like, you did too. And I was like, yes. So um, after that, I was just sitting there. I was like chilling. I was like, yes, time to go home. Long drive home. And so I sit there, and then all of a sudden I hear U.S. extemporaneous. And so I'm like, okay, those people, yeah, those are the people I competed with. And they're like, they called third place. Third place. That wasn't me. So I was like, okay, so I definitely didn't get it at all. And I was like, okay, so I could just chill out. They called second place. They called by name. And I was like, moi? Like, it wasn't like a fake, like a, oh, I knew I was going to get second place. It was like, wait, huh? Like, repeat that again? And so I went on stage. I was like, wait. So I got third in girl solo and second in a U.S. extemporaneous. So I like to talk, and I can talk very well sometimes. So that's about it. Yeah, because I don't want this video to be too long. So you guys have a good one. I'll see you next time. Bye, Sprout.